We need a largie. Gotta catch bass. This feels like fish. And it is. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be fishing a handful of ponds. Maybe we're going to go check out some canals. We're going to go from Scottsdale to Chandler to Tempe to Mesa. We're just going to drive anywhere where we see water. We're going to pull off, try to catch a couple fish. Hopefully we can. It should be a fun one. Hope you guys are enjoying the content. Stay tuned for more. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification, and let's go whack them. Tossing a little shaky head around today. We're at a pond up in Scottsdale. Looks pretty freaking good. There's a lot of structure, a lot of areas where fish can hide out. We got a decent amount of bubblers, good depth in this pond. So all we need are a couple largies. It's still relatively early. I mean, obviously it's not sunrise, but it's 9 a.m. So I'm hoping that, you know, maybe there's gonna still be a few bass pushing some bait up right up onto the bank. And just because you don't see them crashing up top doesn't mean that they're not below chowing down on some bait. I got a 4-inch missile baits magic worm on, green pumpkin money. Hopefully it could do some work. The shaky head of choice, I purchased them over at Copper State. Freaking awesome little setup right here. We got 10-pound fluorocarbon soft steel. We got a 1/8 ounce shaky head jig head on there, and then we got that little magic worm right below as the main biter for the bass. All right, we're gonna test out a little bit deeper. Maybe the bass are hanging out on the first drop off, because I know this pond, it's a giant bowl, but it does drop, and then there's another secondary drop. So maybe they're sitting on that secondary drop. All right, guys. So 1/4 ounce teardrop drop shot weight by Copper State, and then we got the passion shad. That's what this color is called, passion shad. It looks juiced. Let's see. Ah, it looks just like a freaking tilapia. It has that like super light silhouette. If I have to work this entire pond for like 4 hours for me to catch something, I'm gonna do it. That's my new goal, is like I want to be able to come to any pond that I want, anywhere in the valley or anywhere in the country, and walk up and go catch a fish. I want to get good enough to be able to do that. At least one. If I had the proper rod, I'd probably stick these gills. Look at this rod tip, guys. See that? Do you see that? I mean, freaking feisty little bugger. And when he digs down, when he pulls, he actually doesn't feel like a small fish. That's why I'm actually like intrigued on catching him. See, but that's a good sign. Like look at this guy. Look at this guy. Freaking digging it. Absolutely digging it. Which is good, because I wasn't even getting bit like this on the green pumpkin money. But this passion shad color is just getting devoured. So I mean, maybe that's a good sign for the bass as well. Because I mean, bluegills and bass are in the same family. We need a largie. Gotta catch bass. This feels like fish. And it is. And it is. Stay down, because I didn't get the best hook set. Did not get the best hook set. Get up on that passion. That worm. We got one. All right, guys, check that out right there. Little bass, not a big one, but we finally got one. I kind of set the hook a little rough on him, but you know, you got to make sure that you pin him. We got him on that little passion worm right there. Freaking wicked little missile baits. I think that they worked with, obviously, robo worm to create this worm, but pretty sick. Freaking awesome. Not a bad little guy. I'll take him. I will take him. Only took an hour to freaking get him. Thanks for the bite, dude. Get big. Guys, that fish, there was no bite. He literally just took it. There was no bump, no thump. We're gonna try where we first started one more time. Give it a shot. Maybe some fish moved in there, and maybe we'll luck out. One thing I do know is that there's a lot of bass in this pond. There's a lot of decent bass in this pond. Only problem with this pond is that they fluctuated so much. Either it's full or it's empty. Like they mess with the water level so much to where it's actually kind of hard to fish it. Like last time I came here, granted it was a couple months ago, it was extremely low. All right, guys, so we got some water flowing in here, which is really good. I haven't seen water flowing in quite some time here. I also don't come to this pond very often, but typically when it's flowing, there's a bunch of bait up in this area, and wherever there's bait, there's gonna be some predators. So hopefully we can luck out, maybe catch a bass, maybe even a crappie. We'll see. Oh, we got bait. We lost him. We freaking lost him. Son of a gun. I drug it along that entire embankment, and then last second we get munched. Check this little back cove area out, see if there's anything back there. Oh, we got a tilapia, guys. Oh, we lost him. Oh my gosh. He freaking hit it. Oh my gosh. Man, that guy freaking knocked it. Too bad he didn't stay on. I get that a lot during like late spring, all through summer. I get a lot of freaking tilapia hitting paddle tails, crappie grubs, small glide baits. They hit a lot of stuff that bass hit. It's really, really interesting. We'll probably fish one more pond, and then after that I'm gonna go get some refreshments and some nourishment. All right guys, so it has been a struggle today. We started off up in Scottsdale, caught the one fish. Took a long time to get that one fish, but we finally got him up on the Passion Shad Missile Baits Magic Worm, the 4-inch one. I've tried Fat Pack baits, I've tried Kitech, I've tried Missile, I've tried Berkeley, I've tried a handful of different baits, and honestly just nothing's really working today. We had the one fish over at the first pond. Second pond we had a really good bite, but I just missed it. I should have let him eat it a little bit longer, or maybe set the hook a little bit quicker, one or the other. Of course there's a bunch of wind. Other than that, this pond we had a freaking tilapia hit the bait, which was actually really cool, but I wish we were able to get him up. We only have one fish up today. I don't know why fishing is so rough. I personally think it's because in between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. the moon was still up in the sky. So you have the moon and the sun. I don't know if that had something to do with it. I personally think it did. I honestly don't have a legitimate like explanation as to why I think that is. But the moon was pretty full. So I'm thinking, you know, maybe because the moon was full, still up in the sky, you know, it's bright as heck out, sun's high in the sky. Maybe it just disrupted the fishing a little bit. Maybe this evening it'll get better and we'll be able to get on a few bass. We're gonna continue to fish. I'm gonna go get some nourishment real fast, get some hydration going, and then we're gonna go find a couple more ponds, maybe fish a canal tonight. Maybe tonight we'll whip out the glide baits and try to catch a big old bass. I know the video is a bit lackluster, but stay tuned, enjoy, and let's go whack them. There we are, that's a good cast. Give it a split second, I'll kind of catch on that corner. See if there's a fish hanging right off it. My line went super slack. There we are, there we are. My line went super slack, and of course he popped off. Of course he popped off. And that felt like another little biter right there. Son of a gun. Pretty much everywhere I've gone I got in a bite. At least one. You know, that last pond we hooked up with the tilapia for a split second. This is a struggle. Complete struggle. Oh, yep. Yep. They're on the concrete. They're on the broken concrete. Not a big one by any means, but hey, it's a fish. Look how they dig too. This time of year, you know, post spawn, they're so feisty, so aggressive, trying to fatten back up for summer. Literally hooked them from the outside. Not a bad little bass right there. Finally, we got something up though, guys. Got something to work with right here. So we figured that out pretty quick. They don't seem to be on the staircases, which is a little bit weird because they almost, like 90% of the time they are. But the two broken slabs of concrete that we've thrown to, they've been on. So that's a good sign. That is a killer sign. We got really good structure right here. Oh, they're boiling. They're boiling. Oh my gosh, I was so sick. It wasn't a big bass, but it was boiling. Oh, come on. Give it that little dangle. That is so cool. When you see that in the canal, it's freaking awesome. Oh my gosh. He came swimming right off that. Better one too. There must be like an overhang on that concrete because that fish came out of nowhere. He must have been up in that overhang. Passion shad. The boy wanted some passion. Freaking choked it though. Tell you what. I know he didn't. Come on. Oh, whatever. I kind of figured he was gonna pop off because he was a chunky fish. I really would like to call that a catch, but unfortunately we can't. I knew there was gonna be something in there. I didn't think that he was gonna dart out like that though. Oh my gosh, he turned. He's turned. He's like nosing it. Guys, he got it. Got him. We got him. We got him. Not bad right there. Poor little guy's very, very thin. Not the healthiest fish, but then again, he is guarding a freaking a bed. Get in there, buddy. Thank you for picking up that little passion shad. All right, we're gonna walk this bank and see if there's another one on a bed. There's one right at the opening of that pipe. Feels like a pretty good one too. Oh, of course it's not. The freaking foul hooked tilapia, but hey, I'll take it. You know, obviously not a largie, but we'll take it. That was a rough landing. I hate it when fish land like that. I didn't mean for it to land like that. I'm gonna run across the street real fast, give that pond a shot. There's a lot of grass in that pond, so running this little paddle tail above all that grass, maybe, just maybe, it'll entice a little largemouth.